Duvall crouched, frozen in indecision. If he left the girl and kept searching for his uncle's lost blood mount, the wolves would finish her. He could simply come back and plunder the wreck later. A deep growl sounded nearby in the oak forest, no more than 100 yards away. There was no time to climb a tree. Duvall scrambled for safety into the carriage. The girl shrieked and shrank away. He was in Karin, after all, with skin and hair whiter than ice, and green-white eyes that could see in the night. He knew few words in her tongue. "Good," he said, pointing to himself. "Good." She nodded and tried to rise, but startled at the low growl outside. They froze, trapped inside the carriage, while wolves began racing outside, panting, heavy paws mincing dry grass. A wolf howled, high and eager, inviting others to the feast. Duvall raised a finger to his lips, begging the girl to keep silent. She nodded, then gently lay back down on the floor. Though she stiffened when her arm moved, she did not cry out. There was only one entrance into the carriage, the broken door above. Duvall stood with sword raised upward, prepared to thrust. For long minutes, direwolves growled and ripped at the dead outside, sometimes snarling at one another. He could hear padded feet circling the carriage. Dozens of them.
This is from The Grasshopper and My Ants by Esther M. Friesner.
Aunt Euphrosyne gasped and laid one hand to her shallow chest. "Tilla, what are you saying?" "I am saying that Miss Cubbins will not depart Durnwade unaccompanied. We shall go with her. No doubt our niece is perfectly capable of managing things here without further help from us." "But she's a child, Tilla," Euphrosyne exclaimed. "The staff can help her handle the ordinary aspects of the estate, but what about the rest of it? We still have no idea which side of her mixed blood she favors, nor if she possesses a whit of her mother's innate ability or her father's talent. Worse, she has no idea of the family trust and duty. If we leave matters in her hand, horrors will ensue." I did not care for my younger aunt's hysterical reaction concerning my capabilities. "Horrors?" I echoed with disdain. "If you're talking about what's in the wine cellar, we are old friends. Or are you speaking of the entity sharing coffin space with great-great-uncle Leander? It behaves nicely when it's not hungry, and I have been punctilious about feeding it with all due caution. If you've heard any complaints from the village, do not rush to judgment. Sheep and children go missing for all sorts of reasons. I know you are not referring to dear Scylla down at the gatekeeper's cottage. Poor thing, her mind wanders so badly these days that on my daily visits it's all I can do to remind her that I am her former nursling and not her noontide refreshment."
This is from Sisters by Leah Cutter.
Tears gathered behind Lin Han's eyes again. This was all she had left of her younger sister, a burnt spirit tablet taken from their ancestors' altar in the front greeting room. A hard spike of hurt pierced her chest as she remembered how her parents were going to deny Dao Ming's birth, just like they denied her death. They claimed now that there had only ever been 2 children, Lin Han and her older brother. Dao Ming had been written out of the family records. Father had talked of bribing the census takers to cross out her name. All her clothes had been given away or burned. Her favorite straw stuffed doll destroyed. Last night, Mama and Father hadn't even held a funeral, barely said a single prayer before they'd placed Dao Ming's spirit tablet in the brazier. Someone had to do something for Dao Ming. There was nothing to anchor her spirit. She would become a red-faced, angry ghost, stealing food and paper ghost money meant for others.
To keep listening to this audiobook, I've left you a link in the description so you can do it, at no cost thanks to Audible's 30-day free trial.